Okay, so this is the whoop, 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 and whoop. Okay, so I'm going to look at the patterns that I have formed on the daily time frame to see how I can now use the recurring patterns to trade again. But first things first, I'm going to try and see if maybe, just maybe, I can potentially have what we call a trend line just to see if something is going to line up. And as you can see, guys, one thing I like about trend lines is they never lie. Trend lines always paint a clear picture. And when you're drawing a trend line, don't come and start drawing like this, because here it's going to, you have the potential to compensate. Now, use this one. Join the two outermost points and leave it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because if before you know what's happening now, you're overcompensating. You don't need that, right? So now that we have the trend line, I'm going to go ahead and kind of like use my yellow bar to highlight two key areas. So first of all, these are my two very strong demand zones. Okay, now I'm going to be using my demand zone strategy to jump in. Is not rocket science. All we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is simple. How are we going to enter this market? Simple as ABC. I'm favoring Euro USD to the upside to the tune of 95%. Judging from my analysis, the higher time frame has told me all it needs to tell me. We are reversing. Dapo Willis, we are freaking reversing to the upside. It's told me what it needs to tell me. Now I come on the daily time frame to try and refine and look for potential areas to buy. If you notice what we've done here, guys, very simple. We've used 3 time frames, okay? Monthly and weekly and the daily for our analysis. Now we're on the daily and we're about to move to the 4-hour. The 4-hour is where we're going to enter the trade. So the time frames you use for your analysis is different from what you use for your trade execution, for your entries and exits. This stuff they never tell people. People are coming into the market, they don't know what time frame to use for what. I like simple as ABC. All this stuff comes from experience, and if you want to learn more about it, grab the Forex Mastery Program. Now, all we have to do is wait. Come on the 4-hour time frame. Okay? Come on the 4-hour time frame and wait for us to come into this zone about here. 1.1458 is where I'm going to be waiting for Euro USD. So what do I do in the meantime? I'm going to put my counter trend line on top about here, and I'm going to allow this market spool all the way to the downside. Once we get here, I will be looking for a potential buy opportunity to take this market all the way to the freaking moon. How am I going to get into this market? It's simple as ABC. I'll ideally wait for us to bottom out here, and a full bullish engulfing candle out of here, I will be very, very much interested in euro dollar. So it's simple as ABC. Just give it a couple, maybe 4-5 days, would have